say, oh no, we're on our way. Escape to reality. Escape to reality. Escape to reality. Escape to reality. Woo!
Hello, everybody. It's Escape to Reality with Justine.
And Geneva, hello. Hello, everyone. Greetings.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes, hello. We're here today talking Bravo. We're back. Vanderpump, Summerhouse.
Oh, and
New
a
York.
wild MTV, what is it? Doubleshotatlove. That was a wild episode, right?
God, what happened? I gotta look back. Oh,
They were
yeah,
on
yeah.
the Swan and the pool.
Oh, yeah. I love how the dates on that show, they don't even leave the house.
I know. It's so sad.
It's like, let's go on a date. And then you're literally like 1 foot outside the house. I like when MTV just lays it out. This is what this is. We're not putting money into it. Other than that carnival, we blew our whole budget. Now we're here.
Yeah, where the carnival was down the street.
Right. So we're talking Bravo. If you haven't checked out 90 Day Fiance after the 90 days, that episode is up for your listening pleasure as well.
Yeah.
The
The hell are you doing, you fucking losers?
Yeah, listen to that shit. It's back on tonight. Hopefully it's a little bit more of, I'd like a little bit more this week.
It's on tonight. Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yep. But as always, before we dive in, we'll do a little celeb gossip and whatever else comes to mind. What do we got going on?
All right, let's see here. I was blown away by those pictures of the situation in prison. I love a prison picture.
I love a prison photo too. He looked good. He didn't look like he's lost that much weight.
No,
though.
he looks fat. Like they're really keeping him heft. I mean, not in a fit way either.
No, but don't most people trim down in prison? Why is he like on that prison diet?
I don't know.
You know what? He would be the person that would like love the prison burrito or some shit. You know what I mean?
I think he's getting fed good food in there.
Maybe. What? It's like a Martha Stewart white collar prison.
Yeah,
vibe?
it says they have microwaves and they even get ice to keep things cool. And I bet you his wife is bringing him like pork roll or whatever the hell those Philadelphian people love.
Pork roll or what's the other one? Jersey ham or what do they call it?
Oh,
Taylor ham.
Taylor ham, right.
Yeah,
Taylor ham. It's
we're
the
learning.
same thing.
See how much we're learning from watching reality TV? We're really growing.
Okay, and then his wife, I do like her. She's sweet. I
Yeah,
like how the
she
whole
seems
family
very
embraces her. I'm surprised she's not pregnant for some reason.
Oh, they didn't have enough time, probably.
Right, but she'll be pregnant within seconds when he gets out, I think.
I bet. Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be a weird looking kid, but maybe it'll be even out, you know. Because like Brad Pitt and Angelina, the kids are cute, but
they're not.
You'd think that they would be like
gorgeous.
Right.
Sometimes two beautiful people, it
right.
backfires.
Not like she's ugly, but she looks like him. The situation's wife, I feel like, looks like his sister to me.
Yeah,
their facial formation look the same.
Facial formation, I like that.
Let's get in facial formation.
Speaking of formation, we have to talk about Taylor Swift just completely jacking Beyonce's shit.
I can't stand her face.
I can't stand her, period. Her music, this is the issue with her music that really drives me nuts. I hate it, but then after like 3 months of listening to it on the radio, I'm singing along.
Some of it is
You know
cute,
what I mean?
but I didn't even watch that thing because I just saw the pictures and I don't need to see any more than the marching bands.
No, me neither.
How could you put that together and think people aren't going to be like, hey, this biggest star in the world just did the same thing, but 100 million times better. Maybe you should sit down.
Or just like the fact that the pictures side by side were like literally like when she came out, like the big release or the big reveal, it's the same shit. It's like, how are you doing this?
And it's like she put on a few pounds just to have a little junk in the trunk. Like her thighs look thicker. Like she's really trying to be Beyonce or something.
Well, she can try all she wants. It's never going to happen. That shit's annoying. Taylor Swift drives me nuts. With the cats
me
and
too.
the fucking, I just hate it all.
And I guess Gigi Hadid, one of those girls, had a birthday party where everyone was supposed to wear denim. Wendy Williams went over this. She was the only one that showed up not wearing any denim. She's just a little bitch, you know?
That's funny.
I can't stand her face.
I like how that's the word you spell out.
I'm around these kids too much. I can't stand her face. Yeah, I feel bad.
If
people love Taylor Swift, sorry. We're not, I guess we're just not millennials. We don't love Taylor Swift. We don't love Ariana Ponytail Grande
Nope. Hate both of them.
with a passion. I like Ariana better. I feel like
Yeah, I
could
don't know. I
maybe
would
be
agree
friends
if I
with
had
her.
to pick one.
Yeah. But I like Taylor. I'd rather listen to Taylor Swift music if I was stuck on an island.
God, I don't know.
I know.
It's a hard
Mariah
choice.
Carey looks great. Paula Abdul, smoking hot. Can't believe she's jumping off of things the way she was.
Yeah, she does still look good.
And the freaking now that we're talking about that, the Jonas Brothers. Like, I don't know when I became a fan of them, but I watched their thing. I didn't even watch the Mariah Carey one. I watched the freaking Jonas Brothers ones online, and he kissed Priyanka before he went on stage. Nick, when he was playing the guitar, and he kissed her in the thing. It seemed very spontaneous. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
That was
cute.
so sweet, wasn't it?
Well, and I saw Sophie and him got married at a
Yeah,
Vegas
they look
chapel.
cute too, right?
I kind of love them. Yeah,
I love
funny.
them.
Yeah.
She looks like
she looks like a good time.
she is gorgeous, and I loved what she wore,
Yeah,
and she looks like what's that girl who's in Kill Bill? Her name's dropping me.
Uma Thurman.
She looks like a young Uma Thurman, doesn't she?
Prettier. Uma Thurman's
Yeah,
face
yeah,
has always
yeah.
been-
She's prettier. Yeah, right. This girl she's fun. I really love her.
Yeah, she seems like she would be like a fun person to hang out with.
Yeah, I just love
After
Priyanka's.
after the Game of Thrones episode, so like her best friend who's on the show with her, like finally had sex in the show, and it was like she's been like a child this whole time, so people were like, "Whoa, what's happening?" And she went on Instagram, like on her Instagram stories afterwards, and she was like, "Shout out to my girl, and like for the guy for getting in that pussy." Like, pouting along.
I heard something about that.
I love her. She's great.
She is really cute. I guess
Yeah.
they're still gonna get married in Paris. Maybe not, but they're fun. They're a fun couple.
Yep.
Wonder if it was just really spontaneous, or like let's get married, or if
Right.
it was planned, or
So you said you had some Netflix recommendations?
Yes. Oh, and just real quick, MJ and MJ from Shaw's of Sunset might not come back. Her and Reza are in a fight. Can you believe
That's
that?
terrible. That makes me very sad.
And he hasn't met the baby. He wasn't there in
What were
the
they
hospital.
fighting about?
I don't know. I should have known though. I haven't seen them online together at all. They were doing that YouTube thing.
It's really sad.
God, they can't be broken up.
No, they got to make up. Those people have been lifelong friends.
God, the only person
Sad.
that's seen the baby is Shervin.
That's
Nobody wants
bizarre.
Shervin near your baby.
No. That's the first reveal. I
I wonder what this baby looks like. I wonder if it's bald like Tommy or got a
Me
lot
too.
of hair.
Yeah.
My Netflix. Okay, so I watched Someone Great. I loved
Yeah,
it.
what do you think? It was good, right?
The ending was a little sad for me, but I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. I liked that it wasn't super happy ending, but it was still good.
I loved it. It was really a fun watch.
It was, right? Yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
That couple, they may really make you fall in love with them. If you're
Right?
going to break up and you watch that, though, you're going to be hanging in the closet by the end of it.
Yeah, that would not be good if
Like-
you were going through something.
No,
That
you
would not be
can't.
good.
You'd be sobbing. But I love that Brittany Snow. I fell in love with Jane the Virgin. And
Yeah.
the other girl, I don't know who she is, but she was
She was
fun to
great
watch.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
were good.
And have you seen All American yet?
No, so people have been telling me to watch it. Have you seen it? Is it good?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
And it's kind of a slower build, but it's fun. It's like I'm excited to keep going.
It's
the
set in
star
high
is
school?
a hot little toddy. Yeah, and he's from Crenshaw, and then I can't give anything away.
Okay.
But and then he
I love anything
gets
set in high school
recruited.
for some reason.
Me too. And then he gets recruited to Beverly Hills High.
Oh, okay.
so
fun.
he's with all the rich kids. But
okay. All right.
as long as his best friend, yeah, you'll have to watch it.
Okay.
It's an
I'll
hour
watch
long.
it.
I wish it was kind of a half hour, but
Mhm.
it's interesting. Tay Diggs is in it.
Oh, okay.
So
Plays
is
the
it
dad
new
something?
or is it old? Because it says the CW. So I Googled it and it says that these episodes are in the 2019. So they're brand
I
new
think
for
it's
Netflix
new.
or they're.
It's weird.
Why does it say the CW?
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't. The CW shows are hard for me to keep track of, but I'll watch it.
I
You're
love
like
it.
the third person to tell me about it. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it got good reviews but it's like a football show. And Tyler
Okay.
walks in. He's like, "Oh, you're watching a football show? You're funny." Ha ha ha. It's like, this isn't a football show, but I'll let him think I'm watching a football
Right,
show,
right.
you know?
Well, did you ever watch God, what the fuck was that football show that everybody loved? Friday Night Lights.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Great show. Great show.
I didn't. You watched
All-time
that?
classic. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's phenomenal.
Okay. I should have watched.
But it's like 7
it.
seasons.
Minka
so
Kelly.
certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I watched the game. That was my football show.
I like that. Oh god. All right, All American added to the list.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, check it out. It's interesting.
Okay.
I'd really love to know what you think. See, I was scared to tell you though, like she's freaking watching All American, but she can't start the Game of Thrones.
I know. That's you. Listen, I've given up on you. It's fine. One day.
I watched someone great though. I really
One
did
day
love
when
that.
like your kids are teenagers, you'll watch it with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if teenagers is appropriate, but yeah.
Here,
One day
these
when they're
brothers
10
and
years
sisters
old.
are having sex.
Right. Welcome. Okay. All right. Anything else before we dive in?
No, let's get to it. We got lots to talk
yeah,
about.
we got. Stay
Who
with
should
us.
we talk about first?
Let's start with Vanderpump finale.
Okay.
maybe?
Okay.
So yeah, before we do, as always, give us 5 stars, rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, and follow us on Twitter, Escape2Pod, and Instagram at Escape to Reality Podcast. And you can send us an email if you have thoughts. Escape to Reality Podcast at Gmail. All right, Vanderpump finale. It's the engagement party. It looked pretty. I thought it was nice. It's like, it was very, I guess it is like fairy tale-ish. I liked the
Ridiculous,
flower wall.
Yeah, the flower wall. And I just hate that because, you know, who started that?
The Kardashians, I know. It's annoying. Oh, I loved when Short said this to Katie. I don't remember when, but he said, like, I can't picture you pregnant. You'd be a monster of a human.
I love that. Good for him.
And I
It's
also
so
loved
true.
when Sheena told Lala and Kristen that she'd adopted a penguin for Adam. Their faces was like all time.
I loved Lala's reaction there. That was hilarious. She's
So
like, a
good.
penguin? Oh, my God. And she's
My-
like, he loves penguins, and I got him a penguin. Why
Like
is she...
crying?
You don't... Okay, here's the tactic, Sheena. You don't screw the guy that you're going on the jealous date with. You just go on the date and try to make him
Exactly.
jealous, but you don't bang him, you
Right.
idiot.
If you're really trying to make somebody like jealous, but you like the other dude, why are you fucking that guy? It makes no sense. Like, really makes no sense.
Really isn't going to work out.
I liked when they were talking about that, and like Adam, like Schwartz pulled him aside and he was like, listen, what I've learned, like looking at Katie, he's like, resistance is futile. So just like commit to Sheena and see what happens. It's like,
God,
no.
he's the saddest human on the planet.
I love when she's like, do you love me? He's like, no. And she's like, answer the question. He's like, no, I just did. Just thought that was good.
She's in that dress. Oh my God. She was so
Crying.
pale.
Crying at people's engagement party. It's
You
like,
live in LA. Get a tan. You look
Get a
so
spray tan.
pale.
Sheena is hard for me to watch. She's been the whole season. It's just like the level of like patheticness.
Yeah. I feel like she's a good addition though, because I like her sadness stories
You like the patheticness?
because it's just interesting. It makes you feel
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess I'm not that bad.
My other comment about what everybody was wearing is like, I really like Bo, don't get me wrong, but he just always looks dirty, even dressed up.
Yes.
Like, I
He
just
needs
want
a swift haircut. She needs
a
to
haircut and like get his facial hair together.
Yeah,
Just like
yes.
a little tightening up of the beard. You know? He would
I
look
wonder
way
what he
better.
smells like. Right. Because what's her face always? Stassi
She always looks great.
fresh
Right.
and clean. Yeah.
I just want to like dunk his head in a tub and like scrub his face.
And I'll never think that Schwartz is clean. He's disgusting.
Same. Yeah, same vibe.
So gross.
But at least he doesn't have facial hair. I think if he had facial hair, it'd be a whole different
Seems
story.
like his penis is uncircumcised, and it would be really
Stop.
gross and not taken care of too.
I knew where you were going.
What's with this big? Where do they get this party bus? It's like a bus.
That was like a bus you would take if you had like a school trip of 200 people.
Holy crap!
I know. And I like how Peter didn't get on the bus.
I know, poor Peter.
Peter's too old, I guess. I don't know what the...
Maybe
Peter's
he had
just
to
never
work.
been on the inside, it doesn't seem.
I feel bad for him.
Um,
And then when they're at the wedding and an LVP shows up, he's like, well, we only have wine or beer because nobody can afford or nobody can handle liquor. It's like, no, you just don't want to pay for liquor, but
yeah, exactly.
we'll go with that
We
other
know what the
shtick.
wine and beer is.
Yeah.
We've all been to an engagement party or a wedding that only has wine and beer. What'd you think of Lisa's outfit? The like red
I thought
bra?
she looked like a whore, and I think she looked like she was going one step into the grave, and I did not like what she looked like.
Wow, hot take. I agree though.
I hated
the red,
it.
The red
I
bra
hated
it was
her
driving me
face the
nuts.
entire time.
I didn't understand it. It made no sense.
She's at an engagement party wearing a white dress, you
I know.
stupid bitch.
I thought the same thing. It's like,
And I hate Ken. And put the dog down. It'd be like carrying a purse around all night long. Like, I don't want to carry this dog around all night long.
no, I don't either. I did, like, definitely. And the dog just looks sickly to me. Like, I don't want to be around
sick.
that.
Yeah,
dog.
it's sad. I'm going to catch something.
I
I'd
know.
rather get bit in the face by Lucy. I mean, put the dog down. It's ridiculous at this point.
It really is ridiculous.
Nobody wants to carry something around like that. It gets annoying. A kid, anything.
I
He's
do have to say I was, like,
24/7.
impressed though with Lisa doing that beer bong and then just walking out.
Yeah, I like that
was good.
too. I like that too. I do
was real
like her
boss
here
move.
and there, but I just she needs a tan too, and I just didn't like that outfit on her. I
it
do.
was bad.
I appreciate a older woman wearing a dress like that, but it just wasn't
Well, why the exposed red bra? It made no sense.
wasn't working for me. Yeah.
No, me neither. What else? Lala's Gucci headpiece I hated. I thought that was preposterous as well.
She looked like an idiot. Even Gucci makes mistakes or whatever people say.
Yeah, I like how her gift was a trip from me and Rand. It's like, we know it's from Rand. It's not from you.
It was great. Like, you're not a bridesmaid, but I'll take this gift and
I know.
I'll see you later.
Oh, that
I
was
guess
good.
she's now a bridesmaid.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I
that's
guess
funny.
Sandoval isn't anymore.
Really?
I guess he's kicked out of the bridal party.
No.
And it's only Schwartz now who's the best man after they got into they were in a fight, supposedly. That's what I read online. I don't know.
I bet he's still in it.
Because he was like, I think it might have been after he was like, yeah, Jack says that his family owns all this percentages in CBS.
Oh, when he was recounting all the lies Jack's told, that was classic.
He was Channing Tatum's roommate.
Yes. Oh, that was good. I mean, I believe it though. I believe that Jack's lied about everything ever.
Wow.
What do you think of this season overall? I don't know.
I hated it.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that good. I really didn't. The other seasons have been better. Like, because that the Not Skinny But Not Fat or whatever, that podcast that we went on, where
Yeah.
she came on, she's been rewatching Vanderpump, and like when I watch her stories, I'm like, man, it used to be better. Like,
Yes.
the past seasons were much more dramatic.
I agree. And
I think they just
Raquel
don't like
and-
each other anymore.
yeah, Raquel and James sitting at dinner, you're wasting our time. Who would
100%.
go out to eat at Sir after you've been fired there? And,
Right.
wouldn't you go? There's a million restaurants to go eat at.
Yeah, I agree. I think like they've become secondary. I don't know. I think it's time to move on. I think maybe they'll do. I think they're going to do the Vanderpump Vegas. That I would be into. New people,
Yeah.
some new drama.
I'd take a Bo and Stassi wedding special.
Yeah, I would take that.
She'll be the most psychotic bride on the planet.
100%. She'll have multiple breakdowns. That I would watch.
And she should write a book on planning a wedding.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd read that book.
No, I wouldn't.
But it was sweet that he says he's going to propose. He still hasn't, so I don't know when he's going to.
Yeah, they do. I like Bo, despite his dirty appearance.
Yeah.
I enjoy him.
I wonder if he smells good, but he just doesn't look clean.
Maybe that's just his
It's
vibe.
hard to keep up with Sandoval because Sandoval looks like you could eat dinner off his
Yes.
asshole. He's so clean looking.
Man, you're on it this morning. Happy Sunday, the Lord's Day.
It's that
All right.
cinnamon bread. It really goes right to the brain.
Okay.
Right? He looks
Summerhouse?
so clean and looks like he smells so good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's super metro, so he like does every facial product. He probably does more facials than any of us.
My friend always makes fun of. Well, I don't talk to her anymore because life goes on. But when I was younger, she was like my friend in like 5th grade, and we've lost touch. But I remember I would be like, oh, I remember I said to this, I said, oh, I like him. He looks really clean. And I'm in like 5th grade or even younger, telling her I think somebody looks clean. So I've always had this issue.
You're hilarious.
But that's what Sandoval looks to me, clean, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, right there with you. All right, should we do a little summer house?
Yes.
Aperol spritz everywhere. I don't understand.
And
somebody
on
that's a
Vanderpump.
drink. I know. It's like you can't get away from it.
And those bottles look like they're made in 1965. And
I know
people are
they do.
just buying them now from the liquor store.
Right. The Jordan stuff continues to be really bizarre with me, and they keep saying that they think he's a virgin, which I'm like, you guys are all missing what I think is really happening here.
What is it?
Well, that he's gay.
Oh. I think they
Like-
all say that, but they just don't want to say it.
They don't want to say it. Yeah. He said like when I first Danielle.
'Cause I'm getting more freaked out that it's not that he's gay, that it's like something even like they're
some
really
kinda
like why are we even caring about this shit? It's just
Well,
let the
like,
kid.
Danielle said to him when I first met you, I hoped you were straight. Like again, like if that's your first impression, you're saying that to him, and he didn't even blink an eye.
Like, I hope you're straight so I can have sex with you or something.
Right.
Like, it's so odd how, and every single person, I don't know if it was staged, how they're asking him.
I know. How many times have you had sex? I've lost count.
Like, who cares?
It's weird.
Virgin or not, like, what do I care?
I just like they all obviously think something's happening. And then he said he almost took home a hooker last night.
Like, where are you where there's hookers?
And I don't know who said this, but someone said I don't know if he knows what he's attracted to, which I thought was just another way of saying like,
Yeah.
maybe something else is happening there.
It's just funny in this day and age, like,
I know.
I'm
that
surprised
you don't
they're
feel comfortable
focused
just being
on
who you are.
or him and everybody else is like, he's gay, we're gonna talk about it all day long. Like, why can't we just ignore it? Who
Right.
cares?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing I guess he has going for him, right? In terms
Right.
of like his character.
Yeah. Or we could just ignore him altogether. He's just,
Yeah,
He's-
it's weird.
yeah.
I thought those cars were sick. I did wonder how did they get back from the party that they all got wasted at with 6 Ferraris? Or did they just leave them there?
Did the company come pick them up?
I don't know. I mean, they were cool, but also I feel like that kind of car, if you're not driving a stick shift, you shouldn't be allowed to drive the car. Like, I feel like a Ferrari, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like there's certain
All those
cars
New
you
York
gotta-
kids can't drive a stick
I know.
shift.
Can you drive a stick?
Yeah, I've had a stick before.
Yeah, same.
I like it.
I do too. It's fun. I think it actually makes you a better driver because you have to pay attention.
I was just gonna say that.
Right?
I'm in space when I'm just cruising.
I know, same.
Stay off the road from me.
I thought they all looked great though. The outfits to that Monte Carlo party, they all looked great.
They
Except
did.
Lindsay's tits were out again.
Oh, and in the beginning of the episode, in her T-shirt, they're just out.
Yeah, just everywhere.
Jeez.
Talking about tennis again with Hannah and her dad. I can't.
Okay, I like you, Hannah, but why would you leave the party, the car party, to go to your dad's? And what
And
is
have-
Bravo's shtick here? The producers, are
I
you
don't
trying
know.
to get her a spin-off? Like, is there anybody else's family that we're gonna go talk to about their deepest, darkest feelings? Nobody cares.
Right. I thought the same thing. It was like, why are we having this therapy session? The dad obviously didn't want to do it either. He looked uncomfortable. I don't know. I'm sick of it. And I also just don't think your parents should be your coach ever. I think that's like you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
don't
And
know.
then she's like, it's really stemmed to my relationships with men. And it's just like, I'm sorry, Hannah. I just don't care.
Right? I don't. And I don't dislike her. I just don't
No.
care.
And I won't watch a show with, I don't know. It's just weird.
And the Paige Carl thing is starting to irritate me as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
so what she did is like a classic chick move that's really irritating, which is like when you suddenly get cast aside by somebody else, then you're looking back at that person and because he hasn't given her any attention, suddenly she's into it. It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
I couldn't believe she did that.
I know.
I didn't think she was going to.
I didn't think she was going to either. And then she's like, maybe I do like Carl. It's like, no, you don't. You just like that you're not getting the attention. Now it's playing hard to get. You're into it.
You had just invited another guy over.
Right. I don't know. And the other thing that like the Lindsay Kyle rumor or the Kyle rumor that he made out with somebody else and Lindsay like telling Danielle and then Danielle telling Paige, she like told her not to tell anybody and she just told her. It's like, what the hell?
I can understand that though. They're drunk and
I guess.
they're at a thing and it's just
Yeah.
like,
And they're like
But-
watching them.
they should just, I don't know. Lindsay should have just been like, if he kissed her, he kissed her. I don't know what to say. I'm moving on with my life. I love how the producers are cutting, like Lindsay's staring at them every second she can get.
Yep.
Like
Like a
she's
psycho.
mentally consumed by this, which I don't
I
think
know.
she is. Maybe
No,
it's
I
more-
mean, I think it's probably
editing.
all production.
but it's just like, they're still together. So either he didn't do it or he did. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
In my eyes, after somebody banged somebody else and she gave him a second chance,
That's it.
I don't give a shit about your relationship.
No, I don't either. If you've decided to not even, they didn't even break up. So like if you decided to not even take a break and you stayed with him, then you know what it is.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
I'm sure he
I
was
don't feel
probably
bad for
making
you.
out with somebody.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And I like Kyle, but like, you know, Like his mom said,
Yeah.
they have a hard time being monogamous. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's interesting. I hope he didn't, but it'll be next week. I can't tell which way they're going with it, if they're just trying to tease us or.
I think they're just making it up, but we'll see. We shall see. Any other thoughts on this episode?
Yeah, it just made me laugh when Jordan's like, I almost took a hooker home last night.
Oh,
he
yeah,
is
it's
funny with that line. That was great.
This is like the second week in a row that he's done something almost sketchy. I made out with a chick on the couch. I almost took home a hooker. It's like, what are you talking about? So weird.
It was great.
All right, New York. Oh God,
My God, what an episode.
Tinsley, man, is so. We talked about this with the Aaron Martin on her pod, but like, there's something really childlike about Tinsley for being 40, whatever she is. Like, it's really weird.
She's in that outfit when she's sobbing. It was in a whole room of people.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, they showed the producers
like it emptied out, and it wasn't.
No, it was a full room. Producers showed how much wine she was pounding, though. Like, she was going for it.
She talks with no slur. She is a professional.
Right? I think she probably had like 10 glasses of wine, and then just like, yeah, but she wasn't slurring or anything.
Dorinda, I dropped my wine. You think they can get us some more?
I loved that.
And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll bring it right over. I love these New Yorkers probably drink more than everybody, and they can handle it.
Yeah, they can. It's the wine. It's like daytime wine, midday wine, champagne. It's just like, oh, it's good.
Shamari would be puking outside the tent.
Right? We had the return of Jill. She looks great.
Her face is a little shifted, but she does look good.
They also were terrible at tennis.
Why? And she hits the dog or something?
Know. Yeah. And she plays tennis every day. Like, I'm pretty sure she's like, tennis is her thing.
Yeah, it's her therapy, I bet.
I also loved Luann saying I'm not pretty when I drink, and then the producers brought in the arrest photo, which I thought was just brilliant.
I love how that's what takes Luann to like not her relationship with her kids or something.
But someone telling her she didn't look good.
Told me I'm not pretty.
I know. That was good.
Jill, though.
What do you think about Jill dating already?
Jill. I guess it's maybe it helps her. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know how. I don't know the line. I find it more odd that Bethany says she's in serious relationship.
Yes, I would agree, because I do think Bobby was probably sick for a long time, and she probably, she sat Shiva, went through mourning, all that shit, and then was like, all right, time to get back on the horse.
I think she gave herself like 6 months or something, which seems short. Like Tyler better wait a lot longer than that.
Right.
But she also seems like she's a good catch, so a man would. She seems like she'd be a good wife. I don't know if she cooks, though. Does she cook?
I don't know, but she does seem like she would, she would be very like, I love you, da, da, da. She would be, she'd be there. Right.
She's slobbing on Gary's knob.
Is that his name, Gary?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Bobby 2.0 when she's screaming his name during sex. Bobby, Gary, Bobby. But that's expensive, I bet, to play tennis in there every day in New York City.
Yeah, I bet.
I can't even imagine.
I also had to comment on Dale when her and Tinsley had lunch.
She's ruthless.
She is ruthless, but like when she was ordering her drink, she was like, I want a mimosa. No, I just want champagne. And then when she ordered it, she was like, that's exactly how we order mimosas.
That's how I want it. I don't want orange
mostly
juice.
Champagne and a touch of orange juice. But, that's the way to do it.
And then they still screw you over and never give you it right.
Hers looked terrible. It looked like all orange juice. I looked at the ratio. You can tell by the color. You want a very, very pale yellow. Yeah,
you want it to just be just a drop. Just that tiny tinge.
Yep.
And I love how she's like, to the waitress too. She's like, yeah, she always drinks wine with her eggs.
Yeah, that's good. Dale is a trip.
She's fun. I love her.
And Tinsley broke down there at breakfast again, crying about it. It's like, God, what are we doing?
Good for Tinsley eating eggs Benedict. I love that.
Yeah, finally somebody eating on one of these shows. I couldn't handle the promotional movie plug in the middle of the episode. That was really irritating to me.
Unbelievable.
Like,
unbelievable.
They forced that, and it's like, they do the commercials all the time with the housewives promoting a movie. Make it separate. That pissed me off. It was like
unbelievable.
Annoying.
Oh, would you bring your daughter, Dorinda? They got along so well.
I know. It's like, stop. I hated it.
It was
irritating as fuck.
God, it makes me like I won't watch the movie now.
Right.
The movie looks horrible anyway.
Yeah, it does. I don't. Rumor Will. What's her name? Rumor Willis. What is her name? Is it Rumor or did I just make that up?
No, it's something like that though. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. She's hit or miss for me.
Yeah, she is.
I can't even remember her name, so it's obvious that she's not.
Yeah. What is her name? But yeah, she's cute and everything. But I feel like
the shtick is like it gets. I'm over it. It's
yeah.
Like,
I wonder how that. I don't think that romantic comedy movie ever did good. I wonder how that did.
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson.
Thank you. What did I say? Rumor Willis. That's close.
Same thing.
Barbara and Ramona shopping. I love Ramona. I can't put it off any longer. I hate the way she dresses. I did think she looked good though. She was putting her in some good outfits, but again, this is another person I just want to scrub her face. Like there's like too much self tanner on her face.
Yeah, right. She is very tan.
It's very tan, but I don't think it's natural. I think it's.
You ever get the lead out? So like she's like referencing Led Zeppelin. I'm like,
I know.
And that's the only way I knew that was because of a radio thing. That was their shtick in New York. Like, we're gonna get the lead out, and they like would play Led Zeppelin.
I loved the woman's face was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
But the young girl says that's before her time. I like how Barbara's like, Led Zeppelin's before no one's time, honey. It's like, yeah, you go, girl. They're not.
Actually, it is.
I love them. But back to Jill really quick. It drives me crazy because she should be a freaking housewife. Why would they ban her from us?
I know.
And Aaron Martin said that her Q is low, which I just can't believe because everybody online says they love Jill.
I know. I think she would be great. I would take her back 100%.
Why though? Why? I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
She gets right in there and she's like asking Luann like, "How do you drink at the nightclub?" And
right.
She'd
be good.
She just doesn't.
And her and Ramona always had a great dynamic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that. What else? Oh, the circus.
Oh, but Ramona though with the dressing, it's like they pick her to dress.
I know. Speaking of dressing, Bethany is gonna sell part of her company. She showed up to that meeting that they were having looking like a freaking hobo. Like, you're gonna roll in for a meeting about selling your company dressed like that? I don't know. She's
like in her worker's face, like, you see this facial? My skin's horrible.
I know. It's like, come on.
And she's like calling the guy, some business person, like, crying. I gotta sell it.
I know.
It's just like, God, you're a mess.
She does need to get it together though. Like, cut back then if this is how your life is.
I thought she had sold it to Jim Beam.
She sold that. She sold the liquor part. But not like all the other stuff.
Oh, I see, the liquor part.
Yeah.
Her liquor was good. It doesn't give you a hangover.
Never had it.
Yeah, her Skinny Girl vodka is worth a shot.
All right. The ringmaster at Tinsley, the makeup was ridiculous for a grown woman. Also, she plugged this like she was like the center of the show and she had 3 lines.
She did nothing.
Dale
wasn't quick to point that out.
Yep, Dale. Also, I love Ramona leaving for a date. It was just so good.
I love how they're like, she's such a bitch.
I know. It's hilarious. And Sonia getting on stage was amazing. Doing somersaults and like flip-flopping around. She's so entertaining.
How did she just pull that off so seamlessly?
Made for the circus, somebody said, which I thought was great.
Wow. She's looked great out there.
And like as it showed them like getting wasted, like Tinsley grabbing like the circus person's ass. I'm like, that's like assault. You shouldn't be just like
Sonia's hugging him. They were getting drunk.
They were getting wasted. I mean, what else are you gonna do with the circus with no children?
That's what I'm talking about. And then Sonia's like, I'll take the kid who just dumped in her diaper. It's like, I'll tell you something. A kid in their dirty diaper is one of the nastiest things you'll encounter in life. I would rather touch like a bloody
for a second
Band-Aid. It's disgusting.
For a second, I thought it was some random kid. Like I thought she was just taking.
Who are these
child.
People? Yeah,
I don't know.
And Sonia's got no problem. I didn't want to hold my own kid when they got a dirty diaper. It's like, you're on your own. It's disgusting.
Oh God. Yeah, we talked about Tinsley's breakdown at the beginning, but when she was like, little girl Tinsley would be so happy, but I'm depressed. It's like, what is wrong with you? And then Dale, don't curse.
Dale's like, he didn't come. Move on.
Yeah, and she said, "You're the age you are, and you feel like you wasted time." I thought that was. It's like, Mom, this is not what I need to hear right now.
She is ruthless.
She really is. It's
Wow.
hilarious.
It seemed like everyone was gone from the room. Then they show that there's hundreds of people in the room, and she's just having a drunken, sobbing breakdown. It was beautiful.
It was really good. She just, it's really like, Tinsley needs to get it together.
The first season they had Tinsley. I really didn't think she was a fit, but she's really worked her way in there. I like it.
Yeah, she has. And Dale's working her way in right alongside her, getting confessional looks now. She's
I love
trying.
how Dale and her are on the same page. Like, talk about Dad a lot this season. That's my storyline.
Yep. Dealing with Daddy. Oh, I thought it was good, though. Another solid episode. Again, even when nothing happens, I enjoy these women.
Oh, it was great.
I just love them getting drunk at the circus and Sonia just being Sonia. It's good.
You know, I don't dislike Barbara, but she just isn't a fit.
She's not a fit at all. I would say I dislike her. I just like she doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, you know, it's just weird how they're pushing this and that they make Ramona go. Like, I'm sure they say you have to do certain things with certain people, and Ramona's like, well, what can I do with her? I'll take her shopping. Like, such a bitch thing to say.
I know. God. All right. Anything else on them?
No, that's it. But Ramona, yeah, her leaving, she's just too much.
Walking out for a date. How many dates did she go on a week? I really wonder.
Jeez.
It's good.
How is not one stuck?
I know. God.
It's because she's just is so in love with Mario still.
I think because she's in love with the game. I think she loves the hustle.
Yeah.
I think she really enjoys like dating and flirting, and she was locked down for a long time.
Right. It's interesting though how Jill hops right into another relationship, but Ramona is still playing the field. Yeah.
Yep. I like it. All right, Shot at Love. What'd you think of this episode? I thought it was good.
Oh, we want to talk about. Did you watch Portia?
I did a little bit. What'd you think of it?
Oh, and I might have some things to talk about with Beverly Hills. Did you watch Beverly Hills?
No, I'm over Beverly Hills. I can't do it.
Portia, I love it, and I love Dennis.
Yeah, I really Portia's hilarious to me. I think she could hold her own show. I almost think.
Yeah, I was totally entertained more than the Housewives with her.
Yeah, no,
it's hard to do.
Yeah, she's good. I thought a couple things I thought were ridiculous is that she like is trying to have her family like live at the house and like be responsible for taking care of her child. Like it's their responsibility. I thought that was weird.
Oh yeah, she's like, they wanted me to have a baby. It's like, yeah, well,
yeah, but
really
that's like your
that.
choice. But like, I love her lying sideways in lingerie, like doing the interviews like Mariah Carey's show, eating fruit. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
And
how she like has acid reflux coming up, and she makes me laugh. I genuinely laugh when I'm watching her.
No, she's very entertaining.
And she's smart too. She's like, well, Dennis can't just put his name on the deed. He's got to buy his way into the deed. I'm like, wow, you're not that dumb, Portia.
That house they went and looked at was preposterous. It definitely looked like a rapper's house. Like,
now that looked wild, but I loved it. Now, I watched the stupid show. That was $1 Million Mansion, $1 Million or whatever show. The people on Bravo, they show people in LA. I forgot this show. They have it in New York. Yeah. And they had Kelly Rowland from on there. Did you see that? Yeah. She's buying houses that don't even have, like, it's right on the street. Yep. And I just don't understand how she doesn't have more money to buy a compound.
I think it's LA, man. It's like just a completely different vibe.
But I see
to have a compound, you're talking $50 million. I
see, like, what's her face? Yeah, I guess so. Like
it's a difference
Charlotte from Charlotte from Sex and the City selling her house. It looks like her house is off the street. It just seems like to me, Destiny's Child. I guess they just don't make as much money as you think they do, or something.
Yeah. Well, Atlanta, you just have more money. I mean, your money.
I would be living in Atlanta. I would never be living in LA.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the Portia show. It's cute. I like her and Dennis's relationship. They seem like pretty solid. He seems like a good dude.
He does.
I love how he's like down in the unfinished basement with all of his clothes. Like,
and I love how she's spraying the whipped cream in her mouth, because I totally do that. And if I didn't have Tyler around to shame me for it, I would do it all the time.
They really put the camera in the back of the fridge. I thought that shit was hilarious.
That is the best move ever.
That's good.
Shamia looked great too.
Shamia didn't even look like she gave birth. It was crazy.
And she looked prettier than she's ever looked on the Beverly Hills or on the show on the Atlanta Housewives. I love Portia's entrance to the baby shower too. She's just so
the
fun.
Dancing. Yeah, she's a good time. I really like Portia.
And they could take the dog out of the cage.
Yeah, I like her. I liked it. I think it's gonna be fun. I'll keep watching. How many episodes does she get?
I don't know, but they're moving it quite along. I didn't think they'd get to the baby shower that quick.
Yeah, probably like 3 maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. So what did you think of? What were your thoughts on Beverly Hills?
Real quick on Beverly Hills. Kyle Richards, I don't know if you needed to watch. You need to just watch the beginning just so you can see. Kyle Richards, I guess, lets all of her kids sleep in their bed until they decide it's time to go.
I saw this.
And she carries.
Portia's sleeping with her now at 10.
And she gets a breakfast ready. Portia's still sleeping in their bed. Then she carries Portia on her back upstairs, puts her in bed with her food, and is get ready for school or whatever she's got to go do. That is crazy.
Insane. I mean, why are you letting your child sleep in your bed till 10 years old? That
is nuts.
It's crazy.
Why?
I don't get it.
It is beyond. I don't even understand it. I wonder if they had boys, if it'd be different, or I don't know how you don't get sick of that. Jesus,
I would get so sick of it.
These kids are like little.
I get sick of it with just my husband in my bed.
Oh my god!
Can't imagine.
And then she's making breakfast, and I'm surprised her kids turned out. They seem to all be turning out decently. So maybe she's onto something. But God, that's crazy.
Not for me.
PK and Dory, I felt it was interesting at that lunch. I feel like LVP really showed when she called. When she called Dory a cow when she left, it's like that's the real LVP if you ask me.
A cow, damn. That's
she was like, I can't eat. I'd rather talk in Congress than talk to that cow. When she was, and it was interesting. And Dory,
you can call Dory many things, but a cow, I don't think is one of them.
Yeah, that's like that English, I guess, for like bitch, right? Which I do love that phrase. I think that's great. PK, Dory, LVP, and Ken have lunch. Ken's a total asshole. And Dorit's sticking to it. And supposedly I saw online that Radar Online is going to say that they're going to come out and insinuate that it was Teddy who leaked the story. But
that'd be good.
And if it wasn't LVP this whole time, can you imagine?
Oh, that'd be
But
hilarious.
PK is like in Dorit's face, like saying, she's swearing on her kids. She's not lying. And so it must be. I'm surprised things are so peaceful at home. I'm surprised they're still married.
Me too, actually. I don't know. I can't find myself getting into it. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep watching. I don't know.
Yeah, well, next week looks kind of boring because they're going to go camping, but it might be good. I don't know. Denise always mentions that they have sex at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes are you not into it at 5 o'clock in the morning some days? Are you really? I mean, I get it, but.
Every morning? That's a lot.
That's what she said, yeah. Again. God. And she went out to a lunch with Camille. You just see what a bitch Camille is, but.
All right. Well.
Yeah, it's interesting. And Lisa Vanderpump cut her sushi with a knife. Have you ever done that?
No.
Do people do that?
No.
I mean, I don't really eat that raw sushi over everything.
No, you're supposed to just pick it up either with chopsticks or your fingers.
Right.
Stupid.
Interesting.
All right. Should we do a little shot at love?
Yeah.
So I think what this show is showing me is that nobody wants to be with Vinny. like this literally could be Polly's show. Like no one cares about Vinny, other than Maria.
What did they think was gonna happen?
I know. What did Nikki say? If Polly wasn't here and I had to talk to you, I would. To Vinny, I was like, oh my god, that's ruthless.
Oh, I loved it.
Holly is just, oh god. I really liked Polly. He's like, she has a pure heart, but she's desperate. Which I thought was.
I love how he keeps saying that she has a pure heart.
I know. Honestly, he's such a nice guy. Like, he really doesn't want to shit on these people, even if they are, like, being ridiculous. She hears, the Holly thing. So she heard a rumor. He called her weird from Vicky, or from Nikki, and then he denies it. From Vicky Gundelfins. And then Nikki rolls out to yell at Polly with like a full-on face mask, which I thought was like...
I loved that. She's crazy.
She really is.
And Holly and her are so crazy in different ways. It's fascinating.
Yes. Like Holly is crazy and like a desperate for like validation.
Yeah.
And then like Nikki's crazy and like I don't even know what that is. Like
Psycho,
she's
like burn your
yes.
house down way.
Yes, 100%. She thinks she's the answer to everything always. It's very interesting.
I wonder who's gonna end up at the end with these guys. It's gonna be Maria.
I think Maria and Vinny definitely have a vibe. And Maria is like, she has a very interesting energy.
Yeah,
like,
right? I can't trust
It's hard
her.
to read her. Right.
And
then-
people online made a good point that, which I always hope this ends up, because I do think they'd be a good match if Vinny would just give in, that she looks like Angelina and Susie looks like Snooki.
Yeah, kind of. That's funny. I think, yeah, I saw somebody hit us up in the DMs and said that he thinks Maria and them are definitely together because Maria hasn't liked any of his photos. And I love when people tell us that kind of stuff. That's
Oh,
great.
I loved that. That was great. He's our best friend. And
Right.
this girl online mentioned that Holly reminds her of Big Ange.
Yes, I saw that, and that is so true. Give
It
Holly
could be her
20
daughter.
Give Holly 20 years. She's Big Ange all day.
God, R.I.P. Big Ange. I loved her.
That was good.
She was such a light on this earth. Why would they take her so soon?
I know. She really was. She was so... That laugh.
God, I loved
that, like,
her.
Smoker laugh.
It's probably what did she die from? Cancer in the throat?
Yeah, because she smoked for like every day of her life, probably.
Damn it.
Oh, I also had to comment on Darren. So Darren and Polly go on that date that we talked about on the unicorn. Did you see the contouring she was doing when she was getting ready for that
I
date?
couldn't tell if she like trying to look like a cat or I've never
Jesus,
contoured.
no. That was like, then she blended it. I was like, that was crazy.
Wow, and she's got cat ears on.
And she
Cat
looked totally different with no makeup on. Like when she was confronting Nikki later in the episode, I was like, that's the same person?
Wow.
It's crazy.
And I mean, I love cats, but when you're this far into something like that and you're wearing cat ears,
Yeah.
that's a red flag.
So who would you pick for Polly?
God. Maybe like one of these girls that are under. I like that Marissa girl they don't really pay much attention to. Or it's going to be a girl like he doesn't really.
That he hasn't connected with yet?
I feel like they're keeping the winner behind closed doors or something.
It might be Darren. I don't know. I kind of thought they
Yeah.
had a vibe.
Yeah, they did. They did. She seems nice.
Yeah.
She does.
But yeah, same thing. Like Vinny is not needed on this show.
I don't think any of these girls. Paulie's a unique bird. I don't know
Yes.
who he
I
is a
agree.
good match for.
Because it has to be somebody who's like very sweet, not super smart, but
Yeah.
also not like a fangirl, who does her own thing but is confident. It's a hard match.
I think he needs somebody in the biz who's
I think
not,
so too. Who's not like insecure.
but also a family
I know.
person.
It's hard.
Who's
it's
the
really
baby
hard.
moms? Like, just go be
I
with
know.
her, Paulie. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's good though. I thought
Vinny
this was a good episode.
needs to be with Angelina. I would love that more than anything in my whole
That would
world.
be so good.
Have they had sex? Her and Vinny.
That would be
They
an
did have
all-time
sex,
classic.
right?
Yeah, they did.
God, and Vinny was out saying he's had sex with like, what, thousands of people or hundreds? Did you?
No, he
see
said
that?
thousands.
Gross.
Disgusting. Ugh. God.
That's gross.
Thousands of women are having sex with Vinny. Like really?
I mean, I guess because you pick a girl up, they've been on TV 365 times 7. You bring home a girl 4 nights a week.
All right, hold on. Let's do that math. Can you do that
Jeez.
without a calculator? No. 365
Yeah, right.
times, let's say, 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
Let's go low. Let's say 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so times 7. Wait. Okay. Okay. So 365 days a year times 7 years would be 2,500 days. Times 2 a week? No, divided by 2.
20. So it would be 365 times.
Don't worry, I have a master's
7.
degree and Justine has a bachelor's degree and we're fine. Okay, so it's all right. 365 times 7 is essentially 2,500 days.
Right, divided by 2.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, 1,277.
No, that's not right. Yeah,
Something like that.
All right, whatever. That's over. It's over 1,000 people.
So hope he wore a condom.
God, seriously.
Better buy
If he doesn't
stocking
wrap it up.
condom. Gross.
Yeah, gross.
And it's probably 50% that he does wrap it up.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So even on the low end, you said he slept with one chick a week because he really hasn't dated anybody. That would be 600 people.
Wow.
It's a lot. Ugh. Gross.
And I feel like Polly might be more selective, hopefully.
Oh, Polly's the same number, I think.
They haven't had sex in the same room with a girl yet, which is interesting.
Yeah,
They're really
that is
letting us
interesting.
down.
No, they're really like keeping it classy. They're just like making out on the DL. It's very surprising.
I don't like any of these girls.
That might be it. We'll see. I do think Vinny really likes Maria.
Yeah, right. It seemed like they could work.
Yeah.
I don't see Susie and I like her being best friends with that girl. That was funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious. But they don't like, they're not interested in being on the show other than to just
they
laugh.
come out in heels and their little
Yeah.
outfits for the
They're
pool.
good.
I love it.
Yeah. All right.
God.
Well,
And that little Susie must be so tiny in real life, because to look so skinny and perfect on TV,
yeah, she's
I
small.
can't imagine.
She's tiny. Well, we'll be back Tuesday with our 90 Day Fiance episode, so keep your eye out. And tell us your thoughts and tweet at us so we can feature you in our tweets of the week. If you watch 90 Day Fiance, and if you don't, what are you doing with your life? Get it together. All right.
All right.
That's it. Bye.
Bye, guys.